The governor of Rivers State, Similaye Fubara, at a Thanksgiving service organized as part of activities marking the 64th Independence Day celebration of Nigeria on Sunday, gave an account of his first year in office, saying that in just 1 year he has done more for the people of Rivers State than what his predecessor did in 8 years. Fubara, also in an apparent jibe at his political opponents, stated that he approved the construction of an ultra-modern hospital, which includes a psychiatric ward in Obiokpo, local government area of the state, because they will need it. Let's take a look.
It is Fubara that has awarded Trans-Calabari Road that they couldn't do. They did only a bridge from Krakrama. I am the one doing it. 225 billion. I didn't borrow. It is this same Fubara that is building a general hospital, which I also included a psychiatric hospital, because they will need it very soon in their place. So tell them, what I have done in 1 year is what they did. Like I said, let them make me talk. Let them make me talk. It's only empty container that makes noise. If God has given you opportunity, eat your thing and keep quiet.
We want you to talk, Fubara. Well, yes, Wike, just a day before Fubara gave that speech, said that none of his political opponents can fight him. Wike was speaking during a reception organized in his honor by the Ijaw People's Congress in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Wike was also boasted that he is too big for anybody to fight him, no matter how highly placed they are. Let's take a look.
Have integrity. Don't ever you think that they are fighting me. They're not fighting me. I'm too big. I'm too big. I'm too big. If you don't recognize somebody who's bigger than you, then you know you're sick. I'm far. All of them put together, they cannot stand it. When people said they will put hand here, I told them, if you come here and put hand, something hand the two go enter a pump place. Not so. Now they cry. They cry now. They cry.
They cry. I was hoping he would sing that. I see they pain them, he go to sweet us. I see they pain us,
he go to pain them. I see they pain them, he go to sweet us.
Well, you know, before I come to you, Dr. Mati, still at that event, in the same vein, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Heineken Lokpobori, during that event organized by the Ijaw People's Congress in honor of Wike, said that the FCT minister facilitated his appointment. Let's take a look before we come back for a discussion.
Me that is standing here today as Minister of State Petroleum Resources Oil is also made possible by Yes or Wike. Some of you may not know my second journey of becoming minister started in the house of the FCT minister in Port Harcourt, and it was concluded in his house in Abuja.
All right, Dr. Vati, the Nigerian way. Go ahead.
It's very good to see Governor Fubara regaining his composure.
Yeah.
You know, being very confident and at every turn asserting himself. Initially, when the fight between him and Minister Wike started, he was so, meek and so, respectful. But now, he has gained confidence.
Yes.
And I think that will inspire many of his supporters too. One of the things he said is that if people are saying that he should give his liver and kidney so as to show loyalty, that he will not give liver and kidney, that he will just do what is right for the people of Rivers State, and he will stand by the path of justice. And if the wahala is too much, he would rather go back home to stay with his wife. So that confidence is very interesting. However, we see now that the entertainment from Rivers State is unending. On Saturday, Wike was at that event where they had a reception for him, purportedly by the people of Fubara's Ijaw ethnic extraction, who even thanked him for making their son governor. Wike also said at that event that in fact many of his projects are being claimed by Fubara, and in any case Fubara the following day had the opportunity to talk back at his former benefactor, and it was in that context that he was now saying in fact he has initiated the building of a modern multi-complex psychiatric hospital in Obio Akpo local government area, which is where Wike comes from. And he says they will need it very soon. Well, we may just ask the question, who does Governor Fubara intend to send to that psychiatric hospital that he was speaking with such certainty?
And he was announcing it in church.
That the people of Obio Akpo will need it very soon. I don't think that the people of Obio Akpo will pray that any of their children should end up in a psychiatric hospital. But this is politics in Rivers State, and I think that the bottom line is that the bigger interest should be interest of the people of Rivers. No matter how entertaining this Fubara versus Wike tango may appear to be.
Fantastic. Lokobori's story too. I mean, it was kind of trending. It was viral because it was like that type of conversation. We had Senator Adam Soshomole on the Sunday morning show yesterday, and we started off by asking him if he was, now the godfather of those states, which he clearly debunked. But this is what happens in Nigeria. The minister says Wike made him minister. Naso.
He's not able to do it. Anyway,
Naso.
In all reality, you have people influencing things,
right.
For people. And probably because it was from that zone, Wike might have also, had a hand in the influence on all of this. But what is most important is this. There's no problem with influencing. But do we influence people with the best capacity possible?
That's the point.
So, because if what he's saying is that Wike can influence, so if Wike can influence, then Wike can also influence someone that has no capacity to be able to get up there. And obviously, you now start to have IOUs towards the person that influenced you. Just like how the Ijaw people are now thanking Wike for making their son a governor. The truth is it Ijaw people, is it Wike that made his son a governor? So the Rivers people didn't play any role in all of this.
Right.
You can see what is wrong with democracy. So, for those that argue against regional government, like it was in my debate in school, if you give people like these leaders that we have regional power, say, okay, one man is the head of all the region.
Right.
He's going to become God. That's just it.
Yeah.
So it goes back to values and the character of the politician and the need to bring up strong institutions.
Absolutely.
Because it just also goes back to the regional argument. We have seen the roles of people who are playing Lagos politics. If you now give them all the Southwest region, then we become God.
Right.
In fact, if we don't have regional government, we saw the role they played in influencing the whole of Southwest. If you now give them that power. But also, it is about how we can make these politicians accountable. See, let us correct that notion. No man makes the other man.
Absolutely. How we can make
That's just it.
Politicians accountable.
You should know the contrast between Senator Heineken Lokobiri and Governor Fubara. This is Senator Heineken Lokobiri coming into the open to say Wike is the godfather. And then you have Fubara saying he will take a psychiatric hospital to Wike's village.
That contrast is completely...
Yeah, it's the contrast.
What you're asking for, this liver and kidney. And I was going to ask to define the liver and kidney, because we know how godfathers can sometimes become so high-handed. And they're asking for the impossible. They don't want to be, they want to just make the governor the stooge. And so that's the liver and kidney they're talking about. You can help someone, but don't do it in such a way that
how to make
until we make the people that vote in elections the godfather And the people must be respected.
The people are the godfather.
The people must be the godfather. If you keep having this political
cannot give Wike liver and kidney. Let him give maybe one kidney. After all, every human being has 2 kidneys.
All right, talking